Colorado for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Oh, get him, get him, get him.
On first down, Mahomes.
Go, baby, turn up. Get that ball.
Flushed out right. And right away, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They run the counter now on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Mike 42. Check, Mike 42.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
I got you. Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch the slip. Go. Mike 42, Mike.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
2nd down at 4. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On the counter, here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
I'm coming. Mike 9. Trap 60. Pick it up. Mike 9.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? 3rd level run, 1st level being the D-line, and linebacker 2nd level in the secondary, the 3rd. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
And a solid run down inside the 30. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Watch the out. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, huh? Check. 60 Eagles. Kill.
Panther 11. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Being chased out left. This pass caught by Hamler. Touchdown! KJ Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Big edge.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Hey, Jello. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Jello. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Know your job. 45's the mic. Keep it up, D. Attack.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a goal.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to keep this again. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
On third down, here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. On the return, it's White. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check, 42's the mic. Come to my world. We want it.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got Dorsett complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
42's the mic, boy.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, color. Mike's 42.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Yellow. 15. 180. Oh. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. I'm trying to collect. 42's the mic. 42's the mic.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. 2nd and 6.
Hey, get in the weight room. Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. 65. 65. 65. Come 19. Come 19.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Pass. 0-0. Mike 3. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 3.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
0-0.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Check 19 light. Mike 3. Mike 3. Y'all not ready.
They run it again with Williams. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mike 3. You're trash. You're trash. 0-0. Mike 3. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mustang 19. Mike 3.
Back to throw.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ready? Alert!
Again, it's Williams.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
He's still on his feet. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
We got double tight. Double tight. We got 4. We got 4. Mike 9. Hey. You got to.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Even.
On second down, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, his 11th overall. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Three down. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I know he ain't got it. So Mike 51.
Now Mahomes.
Stay with your man.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hero 15. Here we go. 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis, and that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
Flush to his right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
This is caught, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Second and 9 now. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And this one too low.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Derek Nottie makes the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for KC. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Let's go, let's go. Come on, fellas.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Phillip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
51's Mike. Mike's 51. Here we go, here we go.
Mahomes. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll set up a throw. Rolling to his right. And that's caught by Williams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that sets up a big 3rd down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
Ready up. Mike's 50. Mike's 18. Pioneer. Bandit. Safe. Hiking 18. Panther Street. Panther Street. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's got room. Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the first down, but he's brought down in play. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Big stop. D. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 9.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this one is right through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they need.